while you can see all the forms for all of your clients in the Forms dashboard, forms are contextual with the entity in question. So for example, in the case of Edwards & Co., the entity type forms that you can add in here, like for instance a company tax return, are based on the entity in question. So this is a company and it's set as company as opposed to these other entity types, and therefore the forms here will be only the types of forms associated with a company. So you can see here I could add a company tax return, though I already have one, and if I was to delete this tax form, I can certainly come back and add it in again and start again from scratch. So you'll notice the flow of creating a tax form, in this case a company tax return. This flow will be the same as what I would see with any other entity type as I add tax forms in. Now when you're working with a form, you'll notice that the form is both represented here in the client dashboard as well as in the system dashboard. So if I have a look at drafting over here, I see the same entity here and the form here, and I can open it up from in here. Now you'll notice that at this stage it's only drafting, and to progress to sending it out to sign or to lodge, I really need to clear out all the errors. So the way to validate and clear out errors is use the validate button, look for and resolve any of the missing information. So you'll notice that this will take us to the section of the form where we need to work on. Let me show you again. So the company entity type, you'll notice that I'd have to fill this in. So this is a private company. I could validate again. Phone numbers, maybe I'm going to report the public officer phone number, and so on. So you see that you won't be able to progress beyond drafting stage until you resolve all of the errors. The errors being shown in this pink color, and there is another color that will show in the case that there's just information that might be needed but which is not compulsory. So it's always a case of completing and resolving all of the errors shown in the validation method under the or in the pink section.